As questions arise over Biden's competency, Team Biden goes on the attack against the special counsel and the media. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back in with a new video today. It is time that we talk about the chaos that is unfolding in the White House because everyone, I think most of you have probably heard by now. If you haven't, the special counsel's report on Biden is possibly the most damning indictment of Biden when it said flat out, hey, he has no clue who he is, where he is. He doesn't know who when he was vice president. He didn't know when his son died. All of that. It was such a bad report that Team Biden is in complete turmoil over how to handle this. I mean, let's face it. This report could single-handedly decide the election. Yeah, it's that bad. And Team Biden understands this because they have been going on the attack against the same special counsel that said that and actually let Biden off the hook, and the media. I mean, you cannot make this up. They're saying this is political persecution, blah, blah, blah. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Now let's get right into it because my goodness, Team Biden does not know how to handle this situation. If I were them, I would just say, do not mention it, do not even talk about the report, pretend it didn't happen. Say you're innocent and you're done. For them to go on the attack against the special counsel and the media, I think this does nothing but hurt them. And in fact, adds fuel to the fire because now everyone is talking about this story. Everyone by now probably has heard about this report because these idiots keep going on and on and on about it. It's like, really? This is how you're going to handle it? But all right. Let's get right into it because it's just bad. The Biden campaign in the White House has landed on an initial strategy for responding to special counsel Robert Hur's report that has spurred questions about the president's fitness to hold office. Attack her in the media covering the report. Yeah, this is how they've responded. Remember when it was treason to question a special counsel? Remember that? Now they're just openly attacking her. They're saying this is political persecution. Really? So you're telling me that this is somehow a politically charged attack by Robert Hur and this is political persecution. But what Trump's going through, having to spend hundreds of millions of dollars just on legal fees during a presidential year, they could have done this years ago. But they're waiting until now. You're telling me that isn't political persecution, but this is? You know what I think this does? It gives two things for Trump. One, gives him credibility. That, hey, Team Biden is claiming this is political persecution. Why is it any different in my case, or cases? And number two, it just shows Team Biden is filled with hypocrites. Because a lot of Democrats, a lot of Biden's people years ago said, you can't question a special counsel. That's illegal. That's treason. Now they're questioning a special counsel. There are so many problems with this strategy. I would have just said, the report said I'm innocent. We're done. And people would still talk about it, but it wouldn't become this circus that Team Biden is making. The morning after Biden flashed anger at her for what he and other senior advisors argued was an inappropriate and excessive focus of his age, Ian Sims, a spokesperson for the White House counsel, sparred the press corps for cherry-picking findings in the report, which he suggested was written in a way to shield her from political pressure from Republicans. I mean, do they understand what they're saying? So, at this point, this is why I'm saying the cases with Trump, he's not going to change squat unless he does get thrown in jail, which it's looking less and less likely by the day, but still. Any chance that, him with these court cases will hurt him, that might be thrown out the window. Because these morons are saying the exact same thing as Trump said, and Trump has an actual reason to say it. It's like, wait, you had years to go after me for some of this stuff, but you waited until an election year? I know it's hard to wade through 400 full pages, he said. The report lays out example after example of how the president did not willfully take classified documents. Well, you just forget the part where it said, we're not even going to try to put him in front of a jury because we're not going to convict him because he looks old, weak, feeble. It's unbelievable that that's what they're using, which again, they should have just said, I'm innocent. I'm innocent. That's all the report said. We're done. But the fact they're talking about this days after, like adding fuel to the fire, I don't get it. Behind the scenes, Biden advisors in both the White House and his campaign were more scathing. One Biden ally said the report angered some of his supporters, and as a result, it was rallying them to his defense. Okay, maybe some of your diehard supporters that we're going to vote Biden no matter what, maybe they think that, this is political persecution. This is a rally cry for Biden. What do you think the millions of undecided voters are thinking about the report right now? Do you think it's a rally cry? It's like, these people are reading the report. It's like, what the hell? This says that he can't remember when he was the vice president. He looks old and feeble. Do you think they're going to rally around Biden because of that? People who are supporters of Biden are looking at that thinking that's a cheap shot and he was playing politics, the ally said. But what's happening to Trump? No, that's not them playing politics. That's a totally legitimate and fair process. I'm sure of it. But I love how they said supporters of Biden, not like undecided voters that there's a 50-50 shot they go either way. They're saying the diehard supporters of Joe. Herc couldn't make his case and he takes partisan, personal, and untrue swipes at Joe Biden. Is it untrue? Really? Because every time he speaks, it's just getting worse. I mean, even like 2 nights ago when he made his address to fight off the untrue attacks by the media, the BS report, he messed up the president of Mexico and said Mexico must close its border with Gaza. The aide was referring to another fraud episode when then FBI Director James Comey determined that while Democratic presidential nominee Hillary Clinton had been extremely careless in handling classified information, she would not face charges for using a private email server. Oh, they're going back to this cope. Really? That assessment and Comey's decision to briefly revisit the investigation weeks before the 2016 election after a new disclosure of additional emails on a device belonging to former Representative Anthony Weiner provide a persistent distraction for Clinton's campaign, and ultimately Democrats felt a major contributing factor to inner defeat to Donald Trump that November. Oh, they're so full of it. Listen, every time they bring that up, they just mysteriously ignore Hollywood Access tapes. Just forget that existed. No one talks about that. And they also forget in this cycle, I thought Trump's cases were going to be the most important issue that attacks the democracy. You know what this sounds like? A campaign in panic. They're starting to realize they are in deep trouble. The media loves to be entertained. They love drama. They don't get it with Biden because he's doing his job and delivering for families. So they treat partisanship as a reason to manufacture scandal, the aide said. Unfreaking believable. This is why people think Biden's administration is so out of touch with reality. It's stuff like this. What do you mean that they manufactured scandals? Really? So what was happening during Trump's administration? Anytime there was some BS report from some anonymous source that said he said, she said, he said, that Trump said that veterans are losers, blah, blah, blah. They report that 24/7, but when they barely report a story that's critical of Biden, they're manufacturing scandals. I mean, they are in panic mode because this report, just that one section, and by the way, these idiots amplified it by going on and on about it, is going to hurt Biden. Because people look at him, they think the report's true. They look at him talking just a couple nights ago. He forgot the president of Mexico. He messed up Egypt with Mexico. It's like, really? It's every night. He's tripping up the stairs multiple times. He doesn't know where he is half the time. He says dumb stuff. It's all a mess for Biden. And his allies do not know how to cope with it. They think, just say the media's rigged. That's what Trump did. Well, guess what? Because they were. People understood, yeah, the media was not covering Trump's presidency fairly at all. I mean, can you imagine if Trump had to deal with this type of media coverage? Holy crap, people would love him. But Biden, he had some of the easiest media coverage of any president. I mean, he did. There wasn't many tough questions. They weren't talking about a lot of the alleged stuff 24/7. They did under Trump, but not with Biden. But now, the second that CNN attacks Biden or reports on the story, oh, the media's unfair. It is a scam, and I hope people realize that's what this is. They're trying to cover up what the report said, that he is so incompetent. He doesn't know where he is. It's so bad. They can't even convict him in front of a jury because they would feel bad for him. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.